What's good, family? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I posted a video. The last video I posted, I was talking about how I wanted to cut my hair. Ended up cutting my hair. Just a little update. I'm not getting any oodles or noodles. So I don't think there's any hope for me. I'm gonna just have to rock it how it is. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep putting on the wave cap, keep brushing and see what happens. But so far, not good. Anyway, all jokes aside, so I had went on vacation the day after I posted that video. I went on vacation with my buddy Brendan. Shout out him. We went to Sea Isle, had a good time, had a blast. Came back Saturday, right? We went from Saturday to Saturday. On Sunday, the day I came back, I played basketball with my friends, Caden and Roman. Shout out them. And we were playing a game of 21. And mind you, Roman had already won 2 games of 21. So in my head, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm about to let Roman win a 3rd game in a row. So something told me, you know what? Play hard defense, clamp up, make it a little bit harder for him. Don't let him score easily. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm telling you, as soon as I said that, right? As soon as I said, play defense, make it harder for him. As soon as I said that, I go up to him, got my arms out, spread my wings, trying to guard him. He does his little dribble moves. He's at the top of the key, behind the perimeter, doing his little, dribble moves, this, that, boom, boom, boom. Dribbles to the left, and he drives to the basket. As soon as he takes that first step to the basket, I step on his foot simultaneously, and I happen to do one of these. Like I do like one of these. Like my foot goes to the side, like my ankle touches the floor. Like it's bad. So this is what happened. My right foot is fractured. I'm on a boot right now. I got these crutches I've been walking around with for about 5 or 6 days, and life has been good, man. I mean, honestly, I've just been taking this time out to really evaluate myself, evaluate my situation, ask questions, ask why this happened to me, ask how this happened to me. I'm just trying to, be more in tune with myself, be in alignment with myself, ask questions like I said before, and I'm taking this time out for myself. I apologize for not posting any videos. I don't like to post videos, especially when I'm not 100%, especially when I'm not right energy-wise. Like if my energy isn't right, I don't want to post a video. And adding on to that, I don't want to post a video when something has just happened, right? I'm not going to post a video the day I break my foot because I'm reacting rather than responding. I should be taking that, first day to really ask myself questions before I come on camera and start telling you guys what happened. That's just how I am. I don't like to post things in the heat of the moment. I like to give it time, let it marinate, see how I think about it, see how I feel about it, and then I will, talk about the situation. But yeah, I mean, as for me, there's a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. Throughout this whole entire week, I've learned a couple of things that I feel like I should share with you guys. First things first, right? And this is the most important thing. Make sure you are in contact with your doctor. Make sure your doctor is on top of what he needs to do, and make sure you're on top of what you need to do. Because here's what happened to me, right? I don't want to say break. I fractured my foot Sunday. I went to patient first on Sunday. They gave me like a little, I don't know what is a sling. Is it a slack? It's like this little plastic thing that they wrap around your foot with bandages. It's like a ghetto boot, like a makeshift boot. They gave me that, right? I go home, sleep with it. My foot's elevated. Tomorrow, Monday rather, I come in on Monday, right? I get my x-ray. They gave me the boot. They gave me the crutches. They say, hey, listen, we're going to put this referral in to get you an MRI. It's going to take about 2 to 3 days. We'll call you then. 2 to 3 days go by, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Friday, and I still haven't gotten a call, nor have I gotten any email, text, nothing. So I called my insurance company. I said, hey, do you guys have a referral for me for my MRI? They say, no, we did not have a referral for you because they do not have enough information about you. So I give them my information. I tell them what they need to hear. They get the referral in, boom. But all that to say this, if I didn't call them today, I would have just been here waiting. I would have just sat here waiting for God knows how long. So please make sure you're on top of what you need to do. Make sure that you are in cahoots. I don't even know if that's the right word, but make sure you are in talks with your doctors, right? Make sure you're in contact with them. Make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. You see, I feel like my situation, they didn't really prioritize me because I don't have the best medical insurance. They prioritize people with the best medical insurance, people that are willing to pay pay up front, pay their bills. Like, I'm just like the bottom of the barrel. They don't prioritize me. So be on top of your stuff, ride their ass, speak for yourself, stand up for yourself. If you feel like you're just being pushed to the side, call them and let them know, hey, I need this done right now. The more you ride your ass, the more they'll be like, all right, we need to get this done because I don't want this person to keep calling me, telling me to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a psychological thing. The more you ride that person's ass, the more you annoy them, the more you try to, give them an earful saying, hey, I need this, that, the third. Eventually they're going to do it because they don't want to hear from you anymore. So, yeah, first things first, make sure you guys are in contact with your doctor. Make sure you're on top of what you need to do. Make sure you're on top of your doctor. You're in his ear. You're telling him what you need to do, because I promise you, if you don't say anything to these doctors, if you don't tell them what you need, if you don't stand up for yourself and speak for yourself, they're going to brush you to the side, bro. And it's fucked up. But today, this week, I learned that. These doctors, they don't prioritize, shit like this. They prioritize people with the best medical insurance. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. It's a business. The world is ruled by money. It's fucked. We don't need to get into that. But yeah, that's the first thing I want to say. Be on top of your stuff. Be on top of the doctor. Ride his ass. Tell him what you need to do, because nobody's going to do it for you. Second thing that I want to talk about, right? Do not take walking for granted. And I know what you're going to say. You're like, Tomas, you're really going to tell us not to take walking for granted? Like, who are you to tell us not to take walking for granted? Like, I sound like a pastor, like some kind of preacher. Like, I'm not trying to sound like that, but it's true. Like, I genuinely mean it. You cannot take walking for granted. This whole week, right, I've been going up and down the steps on crutches. I've been walking outside in crutches. I've been taking a shit in crutches. I've been taking a shower in crutches. Not literally. I'm just joking. But that's what it feels like. Everywhere I go, I have to have these crutches. Everywhere I go, I have to have the boot. And it makes you realize how much we take walking for granted, how much we take moving for granted. Like, the fact that you're able to move your legs, the fact that you're able to move your hands, move your shoulders, move your head. Like, all these things we take for granted because we're just so used to doing it. But it's not until something drastic happens where you're physically not able to do it, that's when you realize, damn, I took it for granted. That's just what I'm going through right now. I took walking for granted. It makes you realize, like, damn, like, imagine if this was permanent. Imagine if I couldn't walk permanently. How would my life change? How would I carry myself? How would I interact with people? How would I interact with myself? You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that I think about when it comes to this certain scenario. But honestly, like, the main point is just to not take walking for granted. Don't take anything for granted, for that matter. Don't take anything for granted. You never know when you can lose a finger, lose an arm, a leg. You might lose your eyeball. Who knows, bro? But, like, don't take anything for granted, bro, because it could be taken away like that, with no remorse, with no sympathy. Like, they will just take it away from you, and that's just how it is. I learned not to take walking for granted. I learned to I learned, what else did I learn this week? I learned, so this is I guess, the other important thing. Why and how this happened, it was my ego. The reason why this happened is because it was my ego. My ego wanted to win that basketball game. My ego wanted to guard my friend. My ego wanted to stop him from scoring. But I could have very well just sagged on defense. I could have very well just gave him a cushion. It was a game of 21, a pickup game of 21 at a basketball court in the neighborhood. And I was playing 100% when I didn't need to. I could have just played 75%. I could have played 80%. Like, I didn't have to go hard. I didn't have to go all in, but it was my ego. My ego hates to lose. I don't like losing. I like winning. I like making things harder. Let me rephrase that. When I'm playing basketball, right, I like to make things harder for my opponent. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah, it was my ego. My ego got me in this situation. And I've realized, like, your ego, not even just my ego, but your ego, our ego, the ego in general, that's going to be the root of 90% of your problems. When you think to yourself, all right, why did this happen? Let's say you get in a car accident. Let's say you get fired from work. Let's say you break up with somebody. Whatever the situation is, 90% of the time when you ask yourself, why did this happen? It's because it's your ego. It's because it's your ego. And that's just my situation. It was my ego. I could have very well just, not tried hard at all. Let him win. If he wanted to win the third game in a row, he can win the third game in a row. But no, something in my head told me to clamp up. And now here I am, foot fractured, walking on crutches. And that's just life. And before I go any further, I'm not asking for any sympathy. I'm not asking for a pity party. I'm simply just on here to express my point of view, share some things that I learned throughout this week about being injured. And yeah, I kind of just want to share this experience with you guys. I've never been injured before. I've never broken anything. I've never had to walk on crutches or on a boot or anything. I've had a sling on my arm when I was younger, but nothing serious. But this whole thing is just new to me. So I'm kind of just trying to take what I can get from it and kind of share it with you guys in hopes of improving your life. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say about this. Yeah, I mean, all in all, this is something that really tested my patience. This is something that's really testing who I am. It's just a big test, and I'm trying my best to pass. I'm trying my best to keep my composure, keep cool, not really overthink, not really, feed in or bite the bait or, bite the bait of the intrusive thoughts. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to keep my head high, stay on my toes and just keep my head up, because it's life. At the end of the day, I'm not dead. My foot isn't amputated. I'm not going to jail or anything. It's just a fracture. So it could be worse. It could always be worse. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say. Yeah, I mean, this whole week, I've just been taking it easy. I've watched the whole Star Wars trilogy. Anybody out there that loves Star Wars, bro, man, Star Wars is the shit. Anybody out there who hasn't watched Star Wars, you are a nerd. You need to go and watch Star Wars, because I'm telling you right now, it's probably one of the best movie series ever, hands down. But, other than that, I've just been spending more time with my little brother. That's something that I'm actually grateful for too. Like, I'm spending more time with my family. I'm spending more time with myself. I'm spending more time just doing the things that I want to do. I've always been on a busy schedule, working from 8 to 2:30, and then from 2:30 to 6 I'm at the barbershop, And then from 6 to 9, I'm trying to squeeze in as many things as I can. So the fact that I'm able to have this free time and, I'm able to do the things that I want to do, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So yeah, as for me, I'm going to be good. There's nothing to worry about. I'm not worried about anything. I want you guys to know that I'm okay. Mentally, I'm okay. Physically, I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't want anybody to assume that I'm depressed or anything, or assume that I'm really down. Bro, this is just another roadblock in the road. This is all just used to shape me. This is all just used to, add on to my character. And we're only going to go up from here. And yeah, man, life is good. I'm happy. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm awake. I made it to see another day. And that's all I got to say. If you guys left this video motivated, inspired, or a better person, then I did my part. Other than that, peace, love, positivity. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.